Hello all, welcome to BAW Tech Nuggets. In this session, I will be showing how to clean up BPM task index and BPM instant index tables as part of the performance tuning series. As per the IBM documentation, BPM task index job table will be cleaned for in every hour, but there is no automatic maintenance tasks for BPM task index and BPM instant index tables. So for earlier versions of these BPM, so they suggested a stored procedure which you can download from here, and you need to run once in a month or once in a week based on your volume. But in later versions, they introduced a new feature called index table cleanup. So I'll be showing how these BPM task index and instance index tables will build up over the time and how to clean up using this command. Let's see what rows are there in the BPM task index table. So our goal is to delete the rows which have deleted date time value. That means these tasks are already completed and they are deleted from the BPM systems. So we don't need to have these rows, the BPM task index table. Similarly, we can delete these three instances from the BPM instant index table. So right now, if you see my LSW BPD instance table, there is no data in it. Similarly, I don't have any data on the LSW task table. But in production systems, over the time, these two tables will build up. So to simulate production system, I created a BPD. It has one task, and I created a test service from which I can start that instance from the script. So in the UI, I can pass the number of the instances I want to create, and it will run into loop and create those many instances. So let me create 10 instances. Create. So the 10 instances must be created. So I can see that 10 instances are created. And those 10 instances will be completed after 1 minute because of the timer we gave on the user task. So let's see the LSW task table. So you can see 10 tasks are created. Similarly, let's see the BPD instance table. So this is the BPD instance table. So I can see after 1 minute, all the instances are in completed state. So if you observe the BPD table, it says the execution status should be 2 because 2 status means that is completed. Similarly, for tasks, it will be 32. And it can say that can delete the instance as true. That means safely delete the instance. Now let's see our BPM task index table. See, for these rows, there is no deleted data because those tasks are not deleted from the BP LSW task table. Similarly, for the instant index table, we see similar rows. So the reason for those rows that appeared in the task index table and instant index table is because of this BPM task index job table. So this table contains the job details that runs for every 5 seconds. So it scans for newly created tasks and instances and keeps those instances or tasks in the respective tables. So from here, the process portal will pull up the data. So in this example, you can see it ran just 5 seconds ago, and it indexed those 10 records. Now let's see 3 records and see what happens. So So I will delete these three records 56, 57, 58. They are removed from the LSW BPD instance table. Similarly, from the LSW task table. You can see the deleted datetime is attached in the BPM task index table for the new three rows. Similarly, for the instance table. Now we don't need these six rows in the both instance and task tables. Let's try to remove those six records from the cleanup command. So this is the command from the IBM documentation. So I will not be using these last three parameters because anyway they're optional. So I want to run this job, for all the records for until all the records are deleted. I am in the DMGR deployment manager build location and I am running this command. So I have only one node and my soap port is 881 and this is my server name and username and password. So the command ran successfully. Let's go ahead and see the task and index. So let's run again. So you can see those records were deleted from the task index table. Similarly, for the BPM instance index table. In some cases, you might delete the tasks and instances externally. I mean, by not using the process admin console or by IBM provided scripts. In that case, the tasks and instance index table will not get notified. So in this example, I deleted the tasks and I deleted the instances, the remaining 7 instances. Now let's see the BPM task index or instance index. So one thing is, it gets notified if you restart your deployment environment, or you can run the following process index remove deleted. So let me run it. So it ran successfully. Now let's observe. So you can see deleted data is updated. Similarly for the instant index too. Now you can issue this command again to clean up those tables. The command ran successfully. Let's see the task and index table. So these tasks are not deleted. Similarly, the instant index are not deleted. This is strange, but let's create two more instances and then delete them. So two instances are created and then let's wait for 1 minute. So the two instances are active. So 1 minute is passed and the instances are completed. So now our task index and instant index table is updated with all the completed and deleted tasks and instances. Now let me run the index table cleanup script. So command ran successfully. Let's check the task index table. So you can see the older 7 instances, which we deleted externally, were deleted. Similarly for the instances, similarly the same for the task and instances. So the conclusion is, if the instances are not deleted, in the cleanup script, then you don't need to worry. So when whichever not deleted previously will be deleted in the next cycle. So thanks guys, thank you for watching.